Hey everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Ab.
And this is the Avenue 26RD. Ab, what are some of the specs on this thing?
Yep, so your overall length is going to be just under 29 feet, dry weight around 7,800 pounds.
Awesome, let's go ahead and take a tour inside first. All right, Ab, so taking a step inside, you walk right into the rear den.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and talk about all the great features back here.
Sure. I guess we'll start with the oversized booth dinette here. Great seating for four, very large rear window here that opens all the way, gives you some great cross ventilation and an awesome view. Also converts into a bed, so that's beneficial if you wanted to bring a grandkid, an extra guest. Some great overhead space, plenty of lighting. My favorite part that we were able to incorporate is a floor-to-ceiling pantry with adjustable shelves, motion sensor light, and you'll notice on the outside it gave us the capability of incorporating an outdoor griddle as well.
Giving you multiple zones to cook in. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the living space next. All right, so moving into the living space, you're inside the slide out, beautiful sofa. What are some of the specs right here?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest advantages is our slide height. We're at 75 inches, so much taller than a lot of our competition, giving us some more of an open feel. Obviously some Atrium Windows behind us, again, that open up and give us a great cross ventilation, but just a great theater seating here directly across from the TV. Another cool part, Joe, too, is this will flip down, give you kind of a center console for, it'll give you cup holders, a 110 outlet, and a USB charge port as well with those residential puck lights.
That's great. Another thing that I really like about the space is it actually incorporates kind of cross-conversational seating with that nice booth in it.
Yep, it sure does.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and head into the kitchen and talk about where you're gonna make those nice meals next.
As we work our way to the kitchen, there's a handful of features I'd love to highlight, starting with the solid surface countertops throughout. Kind of an unseen feature in this particular category. You'll find we're using hardwood cabinets with a soft close feature. You'll also find a large, oversized deep basin sink with a pull-out sprayer faucet. You're gonna see we're using a 30-inch over-the-range microwave, a 3-burner cooktop, and a very large pot and pans drawer as well. Now let's head up to the front of the fifth wheel and talk about a few features. So we work our way into the bathroom, you're gonna find we're using a porcelain foot flush toilet. We have an illuminated light switch, oversized shower, plenty of space for towel hooks, a lot of extra linen storage, oversized medicine cabinet, and a large bathroom sink. Now let's work our way into the bedroom and talk about some additional features. Now that we're in the bedroom, the first thing I want to talk about is the 101-inch wide body construction and how that's beneficial here in the bedroom. You'll find next to me 25 inches of space. You'll also find just over 20 inches of space on the opposite side of the bed, giving you a ton of room to navigate around this bedroom. You're also going to find a lot of hidden storage on both ends of the bed. In addition to that, you'll have A and C charge ports and 110 outlets on both sides. Just across from the bed, you'll find a ton of wardrobe space. In addition to that, pull-out drawers that can convert into a washer-dryer prep area. Now let's head back downstairs and talk about some customer-driven features.
All right, Ab, so customer-driven features, the North Star Alliance RV, but you guys did something brand new.
Yep. Furion Chill Cube. Yeah, something we're really excited about here, especially in our all-access fifth wheel segment. This is a category where we try to keep it under 33 feet. So being able to now incorporate an 18,000 BTU as your main AC is going to really keep this camper cold. And it's also some feedback that we have just been overwhelmed with. People seem to really like this product, so we're happy that we're able to incorporate it for 2026.
Speaking of that, what are some of those other features you're going to find in the Avenue All Access line?
Yeah, absolutely. A few of those features are going to be, first and foremost, I love talking about the no in-floor heat ducts, right? Just a much easier feature when it pertains to keeping the coach clean. Also the big Atrium Windows, right? Being able to maximize your view and airflow because they all open all the way is a big advantage. No carpet, carpetless interior, another great feature when it pertains to cleaning.
Those are all great features. Let's go ahead and head outside and talk about everything you're gonna find out there next. All right, Ab, so taking a step outside, the 26RD, beautiful coach. But one of the most important thing everyone wants to know is, how's this thing built?
Yeah, absolutely. When we talk construction, the first thing I like to talk about is the Asdel composite material that we use on the exterior wall and the interior walls of our coaches. Essentially, Asdel is a composite. It's a plastic. It's a material that water doesn't adhere to. So you're not going to experience any delamination if you were to have any type of water intrusion. So that's a massive benefit. Another thing I love to talk about is what's on the roof. At Alliance, we use a PVC material. I like PVC. It's 80% more solar reflective. It's a lifetime warranty, and it's a very simple thing to fix if you were to have a snag or a hole in it. Essentially, you're going to a local hardware store, a PVC patch kit, buying that, and that's a sufficient fix per the manufacturer. So very, very simple approach there.
Yeah, that's a great superior construction.
Yep.
You also put a layer of Asdel on your floor, correct?
That's correct. So 2 layers on the top and an additional layer on the bottom. So
yeah, giving you 360 coverage on this coach from any water intrusion.
exactly.
So let's talk about the next most important feature, where the rubber meets the road, performance running gear.
When it pertains to the performance running gear on the All Access, we've really stepped it up. The first thing you're going to notice is we have increased our tire size from 15 to 16-inch Goodyear Endurance tires. You're also going to find a CRE Moride 3000 suspension kit. We're using half-inch shackle kits. We've welded steel brackets in every one of our spring hangers, and we use a 2-inch torsion tube. In my opinion, we've supplied you here with the best-in-class running gear. Now let's talk about a few more exterior features. What's really unique here is this is a 60,000 BTU Suburban on-demand water heater, where in most cases in this category, you're looking at a 40K, so big upgrade here. You'll also find that we're using a 35K furnace. Now let's talk about our pass-through storage.
So moving into the pass-through storage, you have that 101-inch wide body, remember, giving you tons of storage all the way across. Additionally, you're going to find your cable and 110 power hookups and a 3-way switch to control your awnings. You're also going to find a 3-way switch on your off-camp side to control your slide out. Last feature I want to talk about is that 72-inch LED diffused light, giving you tons of lighting when you're setting up camp. Let's go ahead and meet Ab at the front and talk about all the features up there next. Moving to the front of the unit, let's talk about all the great features up here next.
Yeah, I guess first and foremost, love the look. Very monochromatic approach. Looks great with most vehicles, your whites, your grays, your black. Fully automotive paint. It's a great look on this. Another cool feature that you're going to find standard behind our compartment here is our OTG package. On the All Access, we're using a 15-amp Victron charge controller. We're using a 200-watt solar panel, and it's prepped for an inverter, and all your outlets are hot already. So just a really, really good start.
Yeah, great starting coach for if you want to upgrade that solar package to do more off-the-grid camping.
Correct.
Love that. Let's head to the off-camp side and talk about a few additional features over there next.
Now that we're on the off-door side, another feature I wanted to talk about was our level up controls end. You'll find it's not in the pass-through compartment. It can be on the side of the camper, giving you a direct line of sight to your camper when you're hooking and unhooking. You'll also find that we're using 30-pound LP tanks that can be upgraded to 40-pound. Now let's meet Joe in the back of the camper and talk about a few features there.
Moving to the back wall, it may look like an ordinary back wall back here, but it's not. What are some of those features that you're going to want everyone to know about?
Yeah, so first thing I'd like to talk about is the aluminum ladder that we use. It's rated for 300 pounds, where typically most ladders are 2 to 250, so much more sturdy and safe ladder. Another really cool feature is where we've incorporated the spray port here on the back of the camper. This is just to ensure we're keeping the campsite clean at all times. Lastly, I'll talk about the universal camera prep that we've incorporated. This just really gives the consumer the opportunity to pick the camera they're choosing and not one specific brand that it's only compatible for.
Great. Those are all great features, and again, customer driven, if I'm right.
Correct.
Let's go ahead and head back to the campsite and talk about one of my favorite features next, the outdoor kitchen. All right, Ab, so my favorite part, the outdoor griddle. This is a beautiful feature, and I would spend a ton of time here if I were camping in the 26RD, but explain what's going on here.
Yeah, this is a big advantage on this floor plan. There's some similar layouts like this, but because of our floor-to-ceiling pantry, it allows us to incorporate this combo griddle, and it's just that. Gives us the opportunity to grill and also a great spot for breakfast in the morning.
All right, Ab, love this, but let's go ahead and teach them how they can learn more about this floor plan next. Everybody, thank you for taking a tour of the Avenue 26RD. Ab, how can they learn more about this floor plan?
AllianceRV.com. Joe, how can our consumers connect with Alliance RV?
Yeah, if you guys want to go to any social platform of your choosing, just search @AllianceRV. Everybody, thanks again, and I hope that you choose to join the Alliance.
I just
Yep, start at 30 feet area, where we try to keep it.
where we try to keep it under 30 feet. I said it again.
Under what? How many feet?
Under her head.
Overhead.
So I start again.
Which is great because that is the. Can I drink your diesel coffee?
Have a drink of your nos.
Yeah. I'd be like that squirrel and over the hedge. Yeah.
You, San Diego. A few of my favorite features that are customers driven, like you said 3 times. No, so
Just start at you. A few of my favorite. There you go.
Let's get with Joe, baby.
Let's get with Joe, baby.
Get with Joe, baby. You know, like you got that ball. I mean, you got when you catch it, you got to dance.
And I
It's like
danced,
he
baby.
caught it and just started dancing.
Just start going, baby. Okay. So at the front cap here, we done.
Here we are.
Wow. Teleportation.
How we get here?
This is where I parked my car.
And talking to the dog, not you. Stay out of it.
All right, Ab. So moving to the back.
So as soon as you say, it's like muscle memory. When you say, all right, Ab, my stomach sucks in.
Why?
I don't know. It's like when someone says action, I'm like, to do that.
to do that.
We got to do that.
That.
I know. You're laughing at me. Are you standing there, bro? Not just
There's that one blooper reel where you say, keep it sexy.